Speech over professional.
Producing narrated presentations right on the desktop with professional text-to-speech voices, without voice talents or microphone recording. Hi, my name is Heather. I'm a text-to-speech voice from a cappella group. Today, I'd like to speak to you about speech over professional software that lets presentation authors and course developers add and update voice narration to PowerPoint presentations right on the desktop, with professional-sounding text-to-speech voices like mine. No need for microphone recording and voice talents. By the way, this presentation was produced by Speech Over Professional and was converted from PowerPoint to video with Camtasia. Tuvel's software engineers set out to provide an alternative to the cost and especially the hassle of using human voice recording in presentations, the scheduling problems, the production delays, and the out-of-date presentations. Let's hear how our customers describe these issues in their own words. As spoken by Paul, a text-to-speech voice from NeoSpeech.
Using human voices makes it more difficult to create and maintain the training. Only a few people have the quality voice with minimal accent to perform the recordings, creating a resource constraint. Usually, the e-learning was out of date with the subject of the training and quickly became obsolete. For our first project, we used human voiceover. We found that the added production time, and having to schedule around voiceover, plus redoing entire segments for one small correction to get the sound to match, was prohibitive both cost and time-wise. We were looking for something that provided us with a short production and turnaround time, that our small development team could do in-house. Something easy to edit and change on the fly, without having to send it out, or schedule lengthy voiceover work. A straight recording of the subject matter expert keeps all of the errors, speaking too fast, low sound quality, running off topic. Maintaining the recorded voice requires an entire re-recording and production where TTS is much simpler.
Tuvel engineers solved these issues by integrating text-to-speech voices into PowerPoint. And they succeeded in producing slide narration from text without any recording. The result was speech over. Let's look at the elements of the speech over solution. Start with a PowerPoint training or e-learning presentation to which voice narration is to be added. The presentation has bulleted text and graphics that, in a live course, would have to be explained by the presenter. The instructor's explanations are written in text elements for each object. Animations are used by SpeechOver to direct the viewer's attention to objects as the narrator speaks about them, just as a live presenter would do by pointing to them. The best text-to-speech voice software available from top vendors are used by SpeechOver to convert the input's text into professional voice narration. SpeechOver uses a speech engine that accepts text input and a text-to-speech voice, and produces a sound media file which speaks the narrated text. Are you all with me? Good. Now we'll put together all these elements to add a narration clip to a screen object using a simple dialog. To add a narration clip to a selected screen object, the user links a text element, a TTS voice, and an animation to it. The user sets these links with the Add Narration Clip dialog. First select the screen object to which you want to add voice narration, the oval shape. Hit the New Shape Clip button. The Add Narration Clip to Shape dialog appears. The selected shape name appears at the top. Select the text-to-speech voice from the drop-down box. Enter the narration text to be spoken when the oval is animated. Finally, set the animation properties for the oval shape. All the links are now completed. When you click OK on the dialog, SpeechOver gets the text element and TTS voice that you link to the screen object. Activates the speech engine, which then creates a voice narration media file. SpeechOver creates an animated voice track for the slide by concatenating the media file effects and the animation effects in order. The SpeechOver clip organizer shows all the clips on the slide, and it lets you change their order in the slide voice track with up and down arrows. That was pretty amazing, wasn't it? Now let's see more of the powerful features of SpeechOver Professional. SpeechOver lets you teach the voices how to say difficult words, like highly technical ones or unique company names or slogans. The Pronunciation tab lets you specify the pronunciation of any word with its phoneme representation. Here are a few more features.
The SOPI voice modulation editor lets you change speed, pitch, and volume, accent a word, and enter a silent delay.
The Notes editor lets you edit all the narration clipped text on a slide on one screen.
The narration clipped text elements on a slide can be produced as PowerPoint notes.
You can cut and paste narration clips from one screen object to another.
You can add a narration clip to the slide background instead of, or in addition to, individual screen objects.
The narration text can be made to appear as subtitles, with or without the audio.
You can convert the presentation to Flash with popular tools like Articulate, Camtasia and Captivate.
Let's hear how our customers described their experiences with SpeechOver in their own words, as related by Paul.
We were concerned that the voice would be too mechanized sounding. It turned out not to be, and was well accepted by students. The software actually helped us reduce the length of training by having the subject matter experts edit their transcripts and eliminate extra unnecessary speech. The ease of converting the text to voice, coupled with the ability to go back and instantly change, edit, and correct narration on a single slide, and have it exactly match the voice, volume, timbre, etc. of every other slide, recorded days or weeks or months earlier is invaluable. Short technical repair training modules that took us a month or more to develop and schedule voiceover and re-voiceover to correct and edit, now literally take us just days to develop start to finish, right on the desktop. We have had no complaints at all about the voice in the presentations, and our technical training modules using TTS have been successfully taken by hundreds of students worldwide as part of their technical service training. Acceptance by the students has been 100%. When we researched TTS about 5 years ago, the higher quality voices were too expensive. Today, those same voices are much less expensive and have broken that barrier of being too computerish. The TTS technology coupled with the software allowed us to create e-learning material in about half the time as human voiceover. The maintenance of the e-learning material takes 75% less time. We have produced courses for 6,000 people in the company.
Try SpeechOver today and start receiving these benefits in your organization. That's it for today. Thank you, and goodbye.